Hey guys, welcome to Badass Reviews at the Movies, and today I'm here to review Jojo Rabbit. And what a powerful film this was. There's been a lot of press surrounding this film, especially there's been quite an Oscar push for it. And I think Taika Waititi brings his irreverent humor and serious ideas to World War II, specifically Nazi Germany. And I do think that the film will definitely won't be to everyone's taste. But either way, I do feel that this anti-hate satire is an audacious attempt to fault. It is a brilliant form of Nazi mocking satire that, as much as it makes you laugh, I think Waititi's must watch effort is a warm hug of a movie. It just also so happens to have a lot of important things to say. The story is pretty simple. It's about how a boy who, from a young age, is inculcated into the Nazi doctrine, and despite the loving nurturing from his mother, he creates an imaginary friend in the form of Adolf Hitler. How he then slowly changes his views as he comes in contact with a Jewish girl forms the rest of the film. Now, Roman Griffin Davies, this is his debut film, and he plays the titular Johannes Beltler, also known as Jojo. He is basically your average happy-go-lucky kid who unfortunately is stuck in the wrong time. Uh, he he ends up having, just like many kids his age during World War II in Nazi Germany, he had to join the Hitler Jugend, which is basically Hitler Youth. It's kind of a camp to prepare the youth of Germany to be more nationalistic in a way, and he slowly finds himself being more and more aligned to Nazism as he performs activities in the camp. He does have a few small moments where he hesitates and he thinks to himself, is this what he wants to be? And I think that Davies has done a remarkable job, considering this is his first film. Um, he is also ably supported by Scarlett Johansson, who plays his mom Rosie. They have a lot of seriously great heartwarming scenes together, and Scarlett Johansson once again shows that this has been her year in terms of acting after Avengers Endgame, and then the powerful, heart-wrenching performance in Marriage Story, and now here in Jojo Rabbit. Apart from that, the third main character, I would say, is played by Thomasin McKenzie. She plays Elsa. Basically, she's a Jewish girl who, due to what happened, the Holocaust, is basically orphaned, and Rosie chooses to hide her in the attic of their home. And what happens then is basically it starts off as a sibling ribbing between the two of them, between Jojo and Elsa, and her nuanced emotional acting is balanced perfectly against the cute sheepishness of Jojo. And their friendship builds over the period of the film, and their scenes together um, are heartwarming. Apart from that, Taika Waititi who directs and writes this film, also plays the imaginary Hitler, who becomes kind of a father figure of sorts to Jojo. Together, they provide most of the laughs of the film. Now, the rest of the cast is rounded out by Sam Rockwell and Alfie Allen, who have small roles as military instructors in the Hitler Jugend camp, and they have a rather homoerotic undertone to their relationship, to the characters' relationship, and I think no doubt that is Taika Waititi with his tongue firmly planted in his cheek. Like I said, it's a satire, and the Nazis in this movie are portrayed as bumbling fools. not very different to how the Soviets are portrayed in the Death of Stalin. And I think that Taika has created over the top characters for the rest of the supporting characters in the film. In that, Rebel Wilson plays who plays a camp instructor, a rather brutish one. She excels in that role, rather small role, but she does well. Then there's Stephen Merchant, who plays a Gestapo police officer, um, who, I've seen him done better things, but it was refreshing to see him here. And then there's Archie Yates, who he plays Yorkie, who is basically Jojo's best friend. And I thought he stole a few scenes in the movie, because what happens to Yorkie is that he gets drafted into the military. Again, like I mentioned, the film shows the Nazi government as a bunch of bumbling idiots, and in this sense, kids have been drafted, conscripted into the military, and hilarity ensues. Especially when Yorkie and a few other fellow child soldiers get a hold of some major weapons. Um, Another aspect of the movie that I thought that I had to highlight was Michael Giacchino's music. I thought he pushed the movie to a different level. Basically, as the music helps build the film as the circumstances of their daily relationship between Elsa and Jojo. It slowly chips away at Jojo's hate-driven worldview, and the film genuinely finds a lot of moments where they are very heartwarming and touching moments in the film, and I think that is the strength of the film actually. This, I would say, is very similar in style to Life is Beautiful, which basically is trying to say that despite the horrendous circumstances, there is still some light at the end of the tunnel. And in that sense, overall, I would give Jojo Rabbit 4.5 out of 5. Do watch this if you can. This has been a presentation of Badass Reviews at the Movies. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do that thing, but most importantly, keep calm and rock on.